Well, I powered through the entire chapter of chapter 36 of the Sorrows of Satan, where we get the final bit of Sybil's dying letter, where um, they do that thing where it's like, you're an atheist. Well, here's a fictional character having a fictional experience where they discovered that, oh shit, there's life after death, and oh my god, I figured out who I was giving my love to. I've discovered out who, and it was. And after, like, this is the super, like, she takes poison and then she takes the next 2 hours to die from this super deadly instantaneous poison. Is and she goes on and on about all the stuff, and that person was, and then it and the manuscript ends abruptly. There's a blot, and that's it. We never know who she what's the identity of who she actually gave her love to, who Lucio really is. I wonder who Lucio is. It's going to be pretty easy, I'm quite sure, for Tempest to go, well, she poisoned herself. She was raving at the end. So, of course, she's ascribing all sorts of demonic things to my buddy. So even if she had said, yeah, Lucio's the Satan, it would have probably gotten dismissed by Tempest. However, style bonus melodramatic points to Corelli for going, it is, and then it cutting off. And Tempest is really freaked out by all of this, and retreats pretty quickly. You say you're not dead, Sybl, I muttered aloud. Not dead, but living. Then, if you're alive, where are you, Sybl? Where are you? And heavy silence. And he's like, oh, I can't look at her face anymore. He shuts the portiere till all its velvet folds were drawn thickly together, and made haste to shut out the sight for the horrible figure of the woman whose bodily fairness I had loved in the customary way of sensual men, and left her without so much as a pardoning or pitying kiss of farewell on the cold brow. For after all, I had myself to think of, and she was dead. We go back. Again, points to Corelli. We just go back to the complete selfish nature of Geoffrey Tempest, the arrogant, foolish, selfish, super selfish nature of Geoffrey Tempest. He only cares about himself. We do get more about, like, she hates poets most of all because they fool women into them, even though women want a sort of kind of a more kind of spiritual love, but really poets are just into it for the kind of the sensual knocking boots, brute love of that. And it's like, I'd made this plan to marry Tempest, and then of course I can just have an affair with Lucio. That's the way everybody does it. Um, Definitely Murray Corelli is just like, everybody is fucking around, everybody is evil, and it's just a matter of course. So why can't so when Sybl does it, it's like, well, everybody else is doing it. Isn't this society just so horrible and degraded and terrible and awful? Like, the best moralists would say about bad upper society to a middle class and lower society. It's like, it's let's butter the bread there, and talk about just how fucked up it is, and that being popular. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, and we'll continue on. We'll see how Geoffrey probably rationalizes all this and probably isn't changed by it at all. It'll be all too late to have an effect on selfish, arrogant, foolish Geoffrey. I'd be surprised. I'm interested to see, is there anything that will actually go through, or is Lucio just going to say, "Look, dude, I'm Satan. I've corrupted you. I've got you in my snare. You're going to hell now." Like, is that just going to be the end of the book? I don't know. We'll see.